Self-regulated learning skills are not just a quality we have or don't have. These are skills which we can learn and practice, but also to support. Especially young children who are just about to take in their first steps in their school careers need help to regulate their learning activities. However, it is good to remember that the need for support never fully ends. We need to support these skills in many levels in our society, from the daycare contexts to schools and again to working lives as well. But what needs to be taken account to support self-regulated learning? Self-regulated learning is a complex process, and for that reason, there is also different things that are good to be aware of when planning to support someone's self-regulated learning skills. Let me tell more about the basics. First, be a self-regulated learner by yourself. Think about situation where you need to teach someone to read. Would that be possible if you don't know how it can be done? How would you instruct and support other person in this situation? And what would be the result? I would guess that this would be a very difficult job for you without the reading skills. So, the key for supporting students' self-regulated learning skills is that you are familiar with the concept of self-regulated learning, but also know how these skills can be applied in practice. Second, be systematic when you are supporting other self-regulated learning skills. In practice, many people are thinking that regulation of learning is just supporting students' cognitive strategy use, such as planning, goal setting, reflection, and other working strategies. We are claiming that it is much more. Let me tell in details. In a nutshell, self-regulated learning is active awareness of different cognitive, motivational, and emotional learning activities. From this point of view, regulation of learning starts when students are recognizing that something needs to be regulated. However, students are not always able to recognize these situations. For that reason, the core in self-regulated learning supports is to awake students' awareness of the challenges they are facing, but also to offer a toolkit for students to solve these different faced challenges. Addition to this, because self-regulation is a complex process where different phases of learning and different cognitive, motivational, and emotional functions are connected to each other, it is important to keep all these different aspects on mind when you are planning self-regulated learning supportive practices. Only by systematically keeping these different aspects on your mind, you really can offer comprehensive support for your students. Third, create possibilities for learning. As mentioned earlier before, we regulate our learning when there is need to do that. But what creates the need for self-regulated learning? To regulate our behavior, we need reason to regulate. For example, at schools, this means that we need tasks that are challenging enough to wake up our interest and motivation towards the learning tasks, so that we are ready to see effort to learn. Situations which are not putting us to struggle a little bit are not optimal to practice self-regulated learning skills. In other words, challenges are good things, as they offer an opportunity to develop and practice self-regulated learning skills. And for that reason, they should be a natural part of our lives and learning. Fourth, don't only support, remember to assess as well. It is good to remember that we all are individuals with our own unique set of skills, knowledge, and experiences. For that reason, it is good to put effort to solve what type of self-regulated learner person who needs your support is. What challenges he or she usually have, what strategies he or she is using or not using. Especially by assessing students' self-regulated learning skills, we are getting to know what type of learners they are, how they are regulating their learning activities, and what support they especially need in that current moment. Systematically assessing students' learning skills, you are also getting evidence how their skills are developing. For example, they are showing how the ways you are using to support students' learning are working in practice. Addition to this, assessing is also one method to support students' learning, as it has potential to offer a good feedback channel for students by showing how they are doing and what things they should put more focus in the future. In other words, assessing students' self-regulated learning skills is offering important knowledge that you need for supporting your students' learning skills. And to conclude, it is good to keep in mind that your active and systematic behavior is in a key role when planning self-regulated learning supportive learning practices. When you are active, inspirational, and ready to do your best to help your students, you are offering good learning environment and opportunity for students to practice and learn self-regulated learning skills in a supportive and safe environment. This, if anything, is the best thing you can offer your students for the future. Thank you for watching.